Chapter 3400. Seeing that Long Huaixin still did not want to give up, she fought with Old Master Donghuang and the other two while looking for an opportunity to stab Xiao Chen and kill him completely. At this moment, Xiao Chen was indeed at his weakest, and it was not an exaggeration to say that he had no power to fight back. However, how could Old Master Donghuang and the others let Long Huaixin succeed? The two sides were entangled like this, and not long after, more and more ancient martial art practitioners from the Fire Phoenix Galaxy arrived as reinforcements. Seeing this scene, several emperors said to Long Huaixin, "Princess, we really have to leave. Otherwise, we won't be able to leave." If they did not leave now, when all the reinforcements from the Fire Phoenix Galaxy arrived, it would not be so easy for them to leave even if they wanted to. Hearing this, although Long Huaixin was still unwilling, she also knew that she had no other choice but to leave. Long Huaixin was unwilling because she was clearly about to kill Xiao Chen. If she had not had a chance in the beginning, Long Huaixin might have been able to accept it. Seeing that she had been given a chance but was disappointed, Long Huaixin could not accept this. "Let's go." Glancing coldly at Xiao Chen, Long Huaixin immediately gave the order to retreat. There was no other way, they had to retreat. Following Long Huaixin's order, many ancient martial art practitioners from the Azure Dragon Galaxy left the battlefield and retreated. In response, Old Master Donghuang and the others did not give the order to pursue. There was no need for that. They were more concerned about Xiao Chen and Lin Yun's injuries. In a flash, he came to Xiao Chen's side and looked at the severely injured and unconscious Xiao Chen. After checking him, Old Master Donghuang was relieved that his life was not in danger. Compared to Xiao Chen, Lin Yun's condition was obviously much better. At least she could still stand and move. Coming to Old Master Donghuang's side, Lin Yun asked curiously, "Old Master, what's going on? Why did you arrive so late?" The reason why so many people in the 7th District had died was because the reinforcements from the Western Imperial Palace were too slow. As emperors, Old Master Donghuang and the others should have arrived long ago, but they had yet to appear. It was precisely because the reinforcements had not arrived that Xiao Chen was so seriously injured and so many people had died in Zone 7. Hearing that, Old Master Donghuang's eyes flashed coldly. However, this was not the place to talk, so he spoke to Lin Yun. "Let's go back first. We'll talk on the way." Regarding this, Lin Yun did not insist. She still trusted Old Master Donghuang. With Xiao Chen, Lin Yun, Zixian, and Lai Wan, the group quickly boarded the spatial spirit ship. As for the 7th area, there would naturally be other people who would come back to guard it. After the war, there would also be other people who would be responsible for the work. There was no need for Lin Yun and the others to worry about it. In the spatial spirit ship, Xiao Chen, Zixian, and Lai Wan had all gone to rest. Lin Yun was fine after taking the healing elixir. At this moment, she was sitting in the cabin with Old Master Donghuang. "What's going on?" Faced with Lin Yun's inquiry, Old Master Donghuang did not hide anything and told Lin Yun everything that had happened. Upon hearing that it was the two great ancestors of the Feng people who were up to no good, Old Master Donghuang and the others would have arrived long ago. Lin Yun's eyes flashed with murderous intent. "It's those two old things again. They really have a death wish." Previously, for the sake of Star-Lord, Xiao Chen and Lin Yun had held back on various grievances with the Feng people. However, this time, the two great ancestors of the Feng people actually wanted to kill them with a borrowed knife. They purposely delayed the arrival of Old Master Donghuang and the others, causing Xiao Chen and the others to be surrounded by danger and almost lose their lives on the spot. This time, Lin Yun really wanted to kill them. It was obvious that the murderous intent in Lin Yun's eyes was very strong. Old Master Donghuang was not surprised by Lin Yun's reaction. After all, he knew the personalities of these two fellows very well. After suffering such a huge loss, it was impossible for them to swallow it. Moreover, even old Master Dongwang himself felt that the two great ancestors of the Feng people had gone overboard this time. They clearly wanted to kill Shao Chen and Lin Yun. Furthermore, they wanted to use the hands of the Qinglong galaxy. This was simply despicable. If the two great ancestors of the Feng people had the guts to personally attack Shao Chen and Lin Yun, perhaps old Master Dongwang would still think highly of them. However, it was really despicable for them to use such underhanded methods all day long. Don't be anxious. Let's wait for Shao Chen to wake up first. During this time, you can stay in the West Imperial Palace with peace of mind. As for other matters, we'll talk about them later, Old Master Dongwang said. Old Master Dongwang said. He did not stop Lin Yun, but asked him to wait for Shao Chen to wake up first. After being plotted against like this, with Shao Chen and Lin Yun's personalities, they would definitely not let it go so easily. However, they still did not know what the Star Lord's attitude was. Would he protect the two of them? If that was the case, things would be a little difficult to handle. Shao Chen and the others returned to the West Imperial Palace to recuperate. It was absolutely safe there, and they did not have to worry about anything else. On the other side, the old woman and old man who had been waiting for the results all this time had extremely ugly expressions. This was because they had just received news that although Shao Chen and Lin Yun were seriously injured, they did not die. This completely stunned the two of them. If they did not die, it meant that they had failed. What kind of serious injury was this? It was simply meaningless. No matter how serious the injury was, with the recovery ability of a ruler and the use of medicinal pills, could it not be healed? Moreover, Shao Chen and Lin Yun were not dead. In addition, their actions had probably been exposed. Therefore, they would have to face the crazy revenge of Shao Chen and Lin Yun next. When they thought of the crazy revenge of these two madmen after their injuries were healed, the old woman and old man felt a chill in their hearts. They really did not want to go head-to-head with these two madmen, but what could they do now? Would you believe that they were not dead? Trash, or are you the son of a dragon? There are so many people, and you can't kill two people? The old woman cursed angrily. Her target was Long Huaixin. He had already created an opportunity for her, and stalled for a lot of time. In the end, Long Huaixin actually failed to kill Shao Chen and Lin Yun. The old woman even suspected that Long Huaixin did it on purpose. Why didn't you kill them? You have the advantage in numbers, and you're not weak either. How could you not kill them? However, anger was anger, and it could not change reality. The old man at the side was very clear about this, and he said with a solemn expression, "All right, what's the use of saying this now? Let's think about how to deal with it. Those two madmen aren't easy to get along with. I reckon that they've already made up their minds to kill us this time." Hearing this, the old woman immediately said coldly, "How dare he? We're the great ancestors of the Feng people, and we're rulers. Would he dare to kill us? At most, we'll just give him some compensation. Please collect, recommend, and vote." Chapter 3401. Just give some compensation and let it go? Hearing the old woman's words, the old man shook his head helplessly. This was simply too simple. This time, the two of them wanted to kill Shao Chen and Lin Yun directly. Now that the two of them were not dead, the old woman wanted to give some compensation and let it go. In the old man's opinion, this was completely impossible. With Shao Chen and Lin Yun's personalities, they would definitely not let it go so easily. However, the old man had no other choice now. After all, it had already happened, and there was no use regretting it. Let's wait and see. They could only take it one step at a time. Hearing this, the old woman did not refute. However, in the old woman's heart, she still felt that Shao Chen and Lin Yun would not dare to do anything. At most, this matter would be reported to the Star Lord, and the Feng people would just give some compensation. That's right. In the old woman's opinion, there was still the Star Lord holding down the fort. She would definitely not let Xiao Chen do anything to the Feng people. This was old O's confidence and confidence. After all, they were rulers, and this matter was very important to the Fire Phoenix galaxy. The old man also knew the old woman's thoughts, and the old man also ordered the Feng people under him to keep a low profile during this period of time and not provoke anyone again. In this regard, the Feng people naturally obeyed. They all knew what had happened, and they also knew that this was an eventful period, so naturally, they did not dare to provoke anyone again. As the days passed, it seemed that nothing had happened at first. However, everyone knew that nothing had happened, but it did not mean that this matter had passed. It was because Xiao Chen had yet to wake up from his coma. 5 days later, Xiao Chen finally woke up. As soon as he opened his eyes, he saw Long Qing guarding by his side. "Little brother, you're awake?" Seeing that Xiao Chen had woken up, Long Qing was immediately delighted. Seeing this, Xiao Chen nodded. This time, his injuries were not light, but fortunately, old Master Dong Huang and the others finally arrived at the last moment. Otherwise, if they were any later, Xiao Chen might not have been able to hold on. "How long have I been asleep?" 5 days. Hearing that, Long Qing rolled her eyes at Xiao Chen. Xiao Chen was seriously injured this time. If it was not for the fact that he was a ruler, he probably would not have woken up so quickly. After that, they chatted for a while. When Xiao Chen woke up, Long Qing was relieved. Xiao Chen also knew the whole story from Long Qing. It turned out that the 2 great elders of the Feng people had used a formation to obstruct old Master Dong Huang and the others, which was why they had arrived so late. This method of using someone else to do the dirty work was indeed extremely ruthless. Upon hearing this, Xiao Chen's eyes were also overflowing with killing intent. No wonder he found it strange that the reinforcements from the Western Imperial Palace had not arrived yet. It turned out that someone was behind this. It was the Feng people again. The 2 patriarchs of the Feng people had always wanted to deal with him. How could Xiao Chen turn a blind eye to such a potential threat? Previously, he did not kill the 2 patriarchs because the Fire Phoenix Galaxy and the Azure Dragon Galaxy were about to go to war, so Xiao Chen endured it. Now, these 2 fellows had always wanted to kill him, so it was a different story. One was not afraid of thieves stealing, but one was afraid of thieves remembering. How could Xiao Chen keep such people alive? "So, what do you plan to do?" Long Qing also saw through Xiao Chen's thoughts and asked indifferently. Hearing that, Xiao Chen naturally would not hide it from Long Qing and replied coldly. "What should I do? Of course, I'll have to return the favor. If they wanted to use someone else to do the dirty work, they would have to see if these 2 old fellows could withstand his revenge." As for the Star Lord, Xiao Chen did not care at all. The 2 great elders of the Feng people must be killed. Otherwise, who knew what would happen to them next? This time, he was lucky to survive, but who could guarantee that he would be so lucky every time? If it happened again, who would save him? Xiao Chen had just woken up, and soon, Lin Yun and Xian Yuanling also rushed over. Lin Yun did not object to the matter of revenge. In fact, he was very supportive. He was also not a person who could take this lying down. If he was not waiting for Xiao Chen to wake up, he would have already gone to the Feng people to seek justice. After defeating Xiao Chen and waking up, they only needed to wait for Xiao Chen to recover from his injuries. Then, the 2 of them could launch a counterattack against the Feng people. As for the conflict between Xiao Chen and Lin Yun and the Feng people, everyone in the Western Imperial Palace was already aware of it. The 2 great elders of the Feng people had already transferred all the martial artists of the Feng people to the area they were in charge of before Xiao Chen woke up. Obviously, they did this because they were afraid that these martial artists of the Feng people would be secretly harmed by Xiao Chen and Lin Yun. However, would that be enough? Many people knew that this matter was probably not over yet, especially those emperors who knew the character of Xiao Chen and Lin Yun. At this time, in the main hall of the Western Imperial Palace, the emperors were dealing with various matters while talking about the matter between Shao Qin and the Feng people. One of the emperors said, "Alas, it's really an eventful time. The Azure Dragon Galaxy is covetous, and there are also many internal conflicts. Who can be blamed for this? If the Feng people didn't act recklessly, such a thing wouldn't have happened. That's right. They wanted to kill with a borrowed knife. Now, not only did they not kill them, but they also poked a hornet's nest. Did they think that it would be enough to transfer all the people of the Feng people under their command? Now they know to be afraid. Why didn't they think about it before? Do you think we should stop them? Stop them? How do we stop them? Let Xiao Huang and Lin Huang forget about it? Don't you know the character of those two? Let alone us, I'm afraid that even Lord Star-Lord wouldn't be able to stop them this time." That's true. This time, the Feng people have really gone too far. They are clearly aiming for the lives of others. Who would be able to bear such a thing happening? Forget it, forget it. Let's not get involved in this muddy water. The emperors all guessed that Shao Qun and Lin Yun would definitely take revenge on the Feng people, because this was the character of those two. Since Shao Qun and Lin Yun didn't die, they should have expected such an outcome. Moreover, there was another thing that was strange. After the incident, Lord Star-Lord didn't seem to have taken any action. Was it because she didn't know about this matter, or was she biased towards the Feng people? Because this matter clearly showed that the two ancestors of the Feng people had provoked Shao Qun and Lin Yun. Now that Lord Star-Lord didn't say anything, did that mean that she was biased towards the Feng people? If that was the case, then it wouldn't be good news for Shao Qun and Lin Yun. Moreover, with the character of those two, if that was really the case, they wouldn't listen to Star-Lord's words. However, this matter was related to Lord Star-Lord. No one dared to casually talk about it. After all, if that was the case, then this matter would be even more troublesome. Moreover, if she was openly biased towards the Feng people, her subordinates would definitely not be convinced. Please recommend, monthly vote. Chapter 3402. Many people were puzzled by the Star-Lord's attitude. After all, it was strange that the Star-Lord did not say anything about such a big matter. In fact, they really did not know the inside story. The Star-Lord of the Fire Phoenix Galaxy was not in the Western Imperial Palace at this time. She went to the southern region. As for why, no one knew, but it was definitely something very important. The matters of the Western region were temporarily handed over to Huang Yi and Elder Master Bai. If anything happened, Elder Master Bai would inform her immediately. Moreover, in order to guard against a sudden attack from the Azure Dragon Galaxy and ensure that she could rush back as soon as possible, Elder Master Bai had created a special space in the spatial dimension. The Star-Lord had even built a spatial node in his residence. With this spatial node, no matter where the Star-Lord was, he would be able to teleport back immediately and arrive in the blink of an eye. However, Elder Master Bai did not tell the Star-Lord about this matter at all. As for what he was thinking, it was not difficult to guess. It was nothing more than wanting to side with the Feng people. Because no matter how one looked at this matter, the Feng people were obviously the ones in the wrong. Once this matter was told to the Star-Lord, the ones who would be punished would definitely be the Feng people. In addition, the Star-Lord originally valued Shao Qun and Lin Yun, and his attitude towards the Feng people was becoming more and more unpleasant. Once the Star-Lord found out about this matter, the punishment would definitely be severe. Therefore, Elder Master Bai actually concealed this matter. It was precisely because of this that the Star-Lord had not made any statement until now. In fact, she did not know at all. It had to be said that Elder Master Bai was really bold. As someone by the Star-Lord's side, his actions had undoubtedly touched the bottom line of the Star-Lord. However, for the sake of the Feng people, Elder Master Bai still stood on the side of the Feng people without hesitation. That was why Black Matriarch said that Elder Master Bai was really not suitable to continue staying by Star-Lord's side because he was too biased towards the Feng people. All these years, Star-Lord did not take care of the Feng people, but Elder Master Bai did a lot of things for the Feng people. Elder Master Bai wanted to suppress the matter, but in the end, the matter was left unsettled. Therefore, just as everyone was wondering why Star-Lord did not respond at all, Elder Master Bai had already found Xiao Qin and Lin Yun. Elder Master Bai came to Xiao Qin's residence to visit Xiao Qin, but in reality, he came to help the Feng people seek peace. Therefore, the few of them sat in the room. Lin Yun and Long Qing were also present. Elder Master Bai said bluntly, "Xiao Qin, Lin Yun, this time, the Feng people are indeed in the wrong. However, you also know that the current battle situation is urgent. Star-Lord still hopes to talk about these things in the future. After all, the overall situation is more important." Elder Master Bai was indeed getting bolder and bolder. Not only did he conceal the news, but he also dared to openly persuade Xiao Qin in the name of Star-Lord. This was also Elder Master Bai's plan. As someone by the Star-Lord's side, Elder Master Bai represented Star-Lord. There was indeed no problem with this, and no one would doubt it. Even Xiao Qin and Lin Yun did not doubt this, as it was very normal for Elder Master Bai to represent Star-Lord to convey her intentions. However, even though Xiao Qin understood that this was the intention of Star-Lord, Xiao Qin still did not have any intention of backing down. Looking at Elder Master Bai, Xiao Qin said with a cold smile, "Talk about it in the future? Talk about it in the future, or do you want us to forget about it?" Hearing those words, Elder Master Bai's face turned cold as he said indifferently, "When the battle is over, Lord Star-Lord will naturally give you all an explanation. As of now, we need to face the Azure Dragon Galaxy, an external enemy. I hope that Xiao Huang will be able to clearly distinguish the severity of the situation." Severity? Simply laughable. Since our current greatest enemy is the Azure Dragon Galaxy, what are the actions of the Feng people? Don't tell me that they don't need to consider the overall situation, while we are merely retaliating. Are we unable to distinguish the severity of the situation? Elder Master Bai's words were simply unreasonable. Only the magistrate was allowed to set a fire, but the commoners were not allowed to light a lamp. Furthermore, after this great battle, who would be able to survive and who would die in battle? Who would be able to say for sure? If they were to die in battle, then how would this matter be settled? Therefore, in Xiao Qin's eyes, Elder Master Bai's words were nothing more than a joke. They were simply laughable to the extreme. This was also the result that Elder Master Bai wanted. That's right, after this great battle with the Azure Dragon Galaxy, who knew what the final outcome would be? If Xiao Qin and the others were to die in battle, what responsibility would they have to bear at that time? Who would take responsibility for a woman? However, Xiao Qin and Lin Yun were not so easily fooled. Therefore, they did not give Elder Master Bai any face at all, and directly rejected him. Seeing that Xiao Qin did not give him any face at all, Elder Master Bai's complexion gradually became gloomy. This child was simply too arrogant. At that moment, Elder Master Bai coldly said, "This is the will of Lord Star-Lord. Xiao Huang, Lin Huang, are you two planning to disobey Lord Star-Lord?" This time, it was Lin Yun who spoke. "Don't put such a high hat on us. We will naturally not accept such injustice. This time, no matter what, the Feng people would have to pay the price. No matter what, it would not be good for anyone to say anything." Therefore, after Lin Yun's voice faded, Xiao Qin spoke. "If Star-Lord is unable to uphold justice, then we can only use our own methods. Rebellion, the two of you are simply rebelling." Regarding this, Elder Master Bai was directly enraged. He completely did not expect that Xiao Qin and Lin Yun would actually be so audacious. Furthermore, they were so stubborn. However, Elder Master Bai was unable to do anything because the Star-Lord simply did not know about this matter. Now, Elder Master Bai had to think of a way to obtain Shao Chun and Lin Yun's understanding, because only by doing so could he successfully take over this matter. Therefore, after flying into a rage, Elder Master Bai could only forcefully suppress the anger in his heart and patiently speak to Shao Chun and Lin Yun. You should also know about the current situation. This is not the time for internal strife. How about this? The Feng people can provide a certain amount of compensation. Whatever you need, I can go and obtain it for you. They could only compensate. Moreover, in Elder Master Bai's opinion, they would probably have to pay a heavy price this time. After all, with Shao Chun and Lin Yun's characters, ordinary compensation would definitely be useless. However, there was no other way. This was necessary. Who asked those two idiots to take the initiative to provoke Shao Chun and Lin Yun? It was fine if they wanted to use someone else to do their dirty work, but in the end, they did not succeed. They were simply idiot. The current result was also something that they had to bear. To be honest, even Elder Master Bai had complaints about the two ancestors of the Feng people in his heart. What could he do? Elder Master Bai was also a Feng people, so he could not watch the Feng people be crippled by Shao Chun and Lin Yun just like that. This was also the reason why Elder Master Bai spared no effort to help the Feng people. However, after hearing Elder Master Bai's words and hearing Shao Chun and Lin Yun's answers, he immediately felt uncomfortable. This was because Elder Master Bai could not give the compensation that Shao Chun and the others wanted at all. Compensation? Then bring me the heads of the two ancestors of the Feng people. Please collect, recommend, and vote. Chapter 3403. Compensate with the heads of the two patriarchs of the Feng people. Upon hearing this, Elder Master Bai's face immediately darkened. Shao Chun and Lin Yun, these two people really did not know what was good for them. In Elder Master Bai's opinion, he had already shown them enough respect by personally coming to discuss this matter with them. However, Shao Chun and Lin Yun did not back down at all. It was obvious that they did not want to settle this peacefully. However, Elder Master Bai had never considered whether he would be able to settle this peacefully if he was the one to do it. The other party had already made it clear that they wanted to kill him. Now, he wanted to let Shao Chun and Lin Yun off just based on a few words from him. Was that even possible? After all, Shao Chun had almost lost his life this time. If old Master Dong Huang and the others had not arrived in time, would Shao Chun still be sitting here talking? How could such a grudge be resolved with just a few words? That was the biggest joke in the world. Moreover, from the beginning to the end, no one from the Feng people had appeared. As the instigators, the two patriarchs of the Feng people had not done anything. Although Elder Master Bai was one of Star-Lord's people, to be honest, even if Star-Lord personally came to this matter, Shao Chun and Lin Yun would not let this matter go if he did not give a satisfactory answer. A mere Elder Master Bai was not qualified to make Shao Chun and Lin Yun bow their heads. Seeing that Shao Chun and Lin Yun were completely unmoved, Elder Master Bai was also angry and said coldly, "Think about it carefully. This is a critical period now. If you refuse to let go of this matter, it will affect the overall situation. Can the two of you bear the consequences?" "Ha! Do you think the two of us are easily frightened? According to what you say, if the two of us kill you now, all we have to do is admit our mistakes and we'll be done with it?" Shao Chun replied with a sneer. Upon hearing this, Elder Master Bai was stunned. Then, he became even angrier. What did Shao Chun just say? Kill me? Was he too daring? Are you crazy? Isn't that what you want? Feng people wanted to kill us with two old bastards, but now you want us to let this matter go for the sake of the big picture. In other words, if we kill you now, won't the Star-Lord also overlook this matter for the greater good? These are two different things. Hearing this, Elder Master Bai shouted coldly. However, Shao Chun laughed disdainfully. Two different things? Heh, how come when it comes to you, it becomes a completely different matter? If the same thing happened to him, he would have to think for the greater good. However, when it came to Elder Master Bai, it was completely different. Wasn't this a joke? You, Xiaochen, don't try to change the subject. I came here today for the greater good. I have no selfish motives. Faced with Elder Master Bai's words, Xiaochen didn't want to talk nonsense with him anymore. He directly waved his hand and said, "Forget it, I have nothing to say to someone like you. As for the Feng people's matter, we'll deal with it ourselves." Xiaochen was already very tolerant of Elder Master Bai. If he wasn't one of the Star Lord's people, Xiaochen wouldn't have talked to him for so long. Anyone with a discerning eye could see that Elder Master Bai was on the side of the Feng people. The words that came out of his mouth were not fair at all. Every word and sentence was for the Feng people. As for Xiaochen and Lin Yun, he didn't even consider them. Since this was the case, Xiaochen couldn't be bothered to talk to him anymore. He still had to solve his own grudges. Unfortunately, in the face of Xiaochen's concession, Elder Master Bai didn't appreciate it and even dared to threaten him. "Xiaochen, Lin Yun, I'm doing this for your own good. If this matter gets out of hand, the two of you will definitely not have a good ending." As soon as these words came out, Xiaochen was so angry that he laughed. "This is the first time I've heard of such a thing. They were the ones who attacked, but in the end they actually want us to swallow our anger? According to what you said, the Feng people should kill us? Can't we resist? Get lost." Lin Yun was even more direct and shouted coldly. In response, Elder Master Bai was furious and glared at Xiaochen and Lin Yun. Logically speaking, Elder Master Bai definitely wouldn't take the advantage, but he insisted on siding with the Feng people. The reason was because Elder Master Bai was a Feng people. Although he had always been by the Star Lord's side, in Elder Master Bai's heart, he had always regarded himself as a member of the Feng people. Therefore, over the years, Elder Master Bai had done many things for the Feng people. Including this time, before the Feng people had said anything, Elder Master Bai was the first to jump out, hoping that Xiaochen and Lin Yun would settle the matter peacefully and swallow their anger. If it were anyone else, they might have really agreed to Elder Master Bai's request. After all, Elder Master Bai had the Star Lord behind him. Unfortunately, he met Xiaochen and Lin Yun this time. The two of them didn't care about the Star Lord. If they didn't vent their anger, it would be useless even if the Star Lord came personally, let alone Elder Master Bai. Lin Yun bluntly berated Elder Master Bai to get lost. As she spoke, she stood up directly, and killing intent appeared around her. "If you don't get lost, I'll kill you today. Anyway, according to what you said, for the sake of the big picture, it doesn't matter if one person dies." How could Elder Master Bai accept the threat of death directly? He looked at Lin Yun coldly and said with an imposing manner, "How dare you? This is the West Imperial Palace. I don't believe that you dare to rebel." Elder Master Bai was certain that Lin Yun wouldn't dare to do anything to him. He was the Star Lord's subordinate, and this was the West Imperial Palace. Kill him? What a joke. Did Lin Yun have the guts to do so? Soon, Lin Yun gave him the answer with her actions. Sorry, Lin Yun and Xiaochen really didn't lack gut. Moreover, they were already full of anger, and this Elder Master Bai still wanted to send them on their way. This was undoubtedly asking for trouble. They had already exhausted their patience with Elder Master Bai, but this old thing didn't know when to back down. He really thought that Lin Yun wouldn't dare to make a move. Therefore, as soon as Elder Master Bai finished speaking, Lin Yun had already thrown a punch. The terrifying wind instantly raised the room where they were to the ground. Xiaochen wasn't injured because he was protected by his spiritual power. At this time, Elder Master Bai had already been sent flying into the sky by Lin Yun. From the beginning to the end, he had never thought that Lin Yun would dare to attack him. Therefore, the moment Lin Yun attacked, Elder Master Bai was actually caught off guard. After being sent flying, Lin Yun didn't stop. She stood up again and chased after Elder Master Bai. It seemed that she really wanted to kill him here. Seeing the two of them fighting, Xiao Chen didn't step forward. It was mainly because his injuries hadn't fully recovered, so it was not suitable for him to fight for the time being. Besides, Lin Yun's strength was actually not weaker than Elder Master Bai's. Ever since they broke through to the Emperor stage, Xiao Chen and Lin Yun had improved. On the contrary, both of them had improved a lot. Please collect, recommend, and vote. You're tuning in to the Phoenix Knights YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.